You're here, alive. We thought you were dead, and then I had visions of the strangest things.
Dawnstar guided us to this place, but I expected a ghost, not flesh and blood.
Oh, you walk in the parks of many gods. I will build something extra large to explode with my surprise.
ونوير كوبتا إير تنير أككون أسو سيير سكوت أكيكير نوني.
Few things are more dangerous than the interest of the heavens.
For your attention!
Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir ok piir okir ikweir wo.
Your former master, my uncle, has taken the Jade Empire as his own. Emperor Sun Li has set the whole of his forces against us, and we are trapped here in Dirge. After you defeated my father, and Li struck you down, he claimed both your amulet and the heart of the water dragon and announced that his rule had begun. The Lotus Assassins were his almost immediately. Your amulet must have allowed him to quickly do what it took my father years to accomplish. We had no choice but to flee. In the days after, the new emperor did not seem overly concerned with capturing us, and we did not know where to go.
He didn't consider us a threat. We had no way of fighting him. Just as with Sun High, only a spirit monk can face him with hope of success.
That's why we came here. Dawnstar's vision seemed impossible, but any hope was better than none.
Unfortunately, Emperor Sun Li sensed your stirrings in the spirit realm as well, and now we are trapped.
You do not face Emperor Sun Li. You face the whole of the Imperial Army. All of it. Not lone assassins or a single brigade, but the whole of the army, golems and all.
Only one path is passable by foot, and that is the route they are coming up. We cannot sneak past such a horde.
My marvelous dragonfly will not survive the passage either. The winds force a certain path, and the army's flyers are guarding it well. But that is our luck, as well as our sorrow. Their inferior flyers can barely stay aloft in such currents. They will not overrun us from the air, at least not in numbers.
Let us hope that your courage is not unfounded. We have until tomorrow to plan before the bulk of the force will be upon us.
We will start securing the temple. The great gates of this place will grant us some valuable time. At least they will not take us by surprise.
Fortifications? Perhaps I will remove some of the ordnance from the marvelous dragonfly. Properly applied, it may prove useful tomorrow. Come, whirlwind, I need your muscle.
That's the Black Whirlwind. And as long as it makes the coming fight more interesting, I'll lift whatever you want.
That is all we can do for now. Tomorrow will decide our fates.
Oh, we should all get some rest. We may as well be awake for what is to come.
You have done well to restore the Fountains of Dirge, but they cannot shield you fully. Not with the power I now control. This is nothing more than a dream, my pupil. I can do nothing here, but I can influence things. Do you remember your fellow students? They certainly remember you. They remember how you left them to die. They died so there would be nothing holding you back. Their deaths ensured that you were properly motivated. Without you, they would still be alive.
You left us to die.
Stole the horse. White demon.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Paralyzing. White demon.
It wasn't you.
Impressive, but this was only a dream. You will not be so fortunate tomorrow.
You're awake! It sounds like the army is on the move. They're on their way up the mountain. Sky left a few hours ago. He said he was going to see how far up the mountain they had come. We haven't heard from him since, and I'm worried.
Look, he's back!
Well, that's convenient for my nerves.
Sorry for being late. Thanks, but this wasn't a mistake. I went down the mountain to scout them out. I figured I could get a... There are Lotus assassins by the score, and golems too. You didn't bury them all. They have a lot more. Imperial Army flyers in the distance, too.
Bad, bad, very bad! What are we...
Yes, we must. The golems are not just the ones you saw before. Bigger ones, giants.
Siege golems. Oh, I've heard of those. 30 feet tall and can throw an ox. Well, pretty darn far. I didn't have time to measure. Oh, they crush walls, too. It would be bad if they reached us. The casks I took off the Dragonfly would make short work of the bridge, though. A little fire, and whoosh, earth meets sky.
You will need someone to keep any advanced Lotus assassins away from you. I will accompany you.
No, it's too dangerous for just one person. I'll go as well.
What? You would put her in charge of my safety?
Now, Lien. We have to hurry. It's an emergency, so follow my lead.
You assume a great deal, Dawnstar, but it is not my choice. Gather your toys, Kang.
Yes, yes, yes. As fast as I can without dropping the casks. Earth meets sky, remember?
But what about the rest of us? Why just send them? Why are we sitting here holding our... Oh, I get it. They're coming here too, aren't they?
Who? The Lotus Assassins? But they'd have to fly to get past the wall, and the winds are too strong.
Hundreds may die in crashes, but a few will get through. Do you really think Death's Hand minds such losses? My wounds will make me a burden if I stay at your side. I will keep guard over the temple itself. Groups landing there should be small enough for me to handle. Kang, old friend, I'd like to borrow a few of your marvelously explosive casks. I have something special in mind for any assassins who breach our line.
What? Yes, yes, whatever you want. I have enough on my mind. During the night, I made some, reinforcements to the marvelous dragonfly. I don't sleep much, you see, ever. Anyway, I doubt we could escape, but we can make a dent.
A short run in the flyer to take the brunt of their advance. It might be a worthwhile mission, or it might be suicide.
Well, what isn't these days? It's not necessary. I leave the decision to our illustrious leader. Yes, that's the way! I knew you'd be up for it. Off we...
Make every shot.
I just finished this thing. Hey, watch what you're doing. That's it. We have to get out of the fight. You're scuffing the finish. Interesting strategy. Now try winning. Watch what you're doing. Okay, another impact and we start losing pieces. Abandon the fight. More dodging, less catching. Careful now, you'll dent something. Okay, another impact and we start losing pieces. Abandon the fight. Well flown and fought. It didn't stop them, but that black eye will make them think twice about our...
You better have enough explosives.
Are you sure I shouldn't just... You... My fill? I've been sated from...
It looks like we won't have long to wait. Kang better keep his mind on his task at the bridge.
Wait, I sense something.
Time is better spent doing than talking.
Hosa ir son sikun wan kut aku kawuk tatir. Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisit. Vano van wo shinir cho ikakir wo ifuro u.
What are you staring at?
You didn't see him, did you?
I have to wedge the casks of dragon powder under the bridge. The Lotus assassins are sure to come up that pass any minute. Keep them from this end of the bridge. Here they come! Hold them off! I only need a minute!
Try not to fight like a farmer, Dawnstar.
Nuts and bolts! One of the fuses came loose. I need another minute. Or two.
You doddering...
It's done! Get away before it explodes! The fuse is a short one! It can stop the main force, but fires don't stop at bridges. Our friends at the temple may have only gained a few minutes.
Damn it, they've given us a few minutes already. Dangstar and the Princess did their job too well. That's better.
Just shut up and get ready.
Now that's a big one. Finally, a worthy fight. This is a good fight! More!
I think we should go back to the temple. And quickly, before those flyers drop more Lotus assassins.
More is good. Let them come.
But we'd be safer in the temple.
We're safer if I destroy the enemies they send. I prefer an active defense. That's better. That racket is distracting me from the cries of my enemies. Scott! I won't stop. Come to my axes, all of you!
Good, you are here. The trap is set, the signal's sent. It's all up to you now. Easy, easy. I know this looks bad, but trust me, you'll I was approached, once or twice. The Lotus Assassin... You showed me that the world, my life, is not as pointless as I once thought. My daughter is long dead. Their offer only shows how desperate you have made them. I let them think I agreed, but hear me out. I couldn't risk that someone else in the group was also tempted. They might tell Death's Hand the plan was discovered. This is a chance to isolate the leader of the troops. Death's Hand thinks that he and a group of assassins will enter the temple unopposed. But I have a surprise. I set traps. Remember how I asked Kang for some of his explosive casks? The assassins will be destroyed, and Death's Hand will be yours alone. From what I have seen, he is stronger than that. If he is damaged by the blast, he's an arrogant one. I doubt he'd consider the possibility that my loyalty to you would be stronger than my fear of him. Thank you for this opportunity, by the way. I can never face Death's Hand. Use my daughter against me.
Very good, Sky. You have proven a useful tool.
Guess again, you slab of rot. That should soften him up. I may not be able to fight him while I'm wounded, but at least I did this. I'll go warn the rest.
You have a better grip on your fellows than my master thought. The plight of a dead child is difficult motivation to resist. That name means nothing. I am the will of the Emperor. The will of the Master guides me. The strength of the... You know nothing about me, about what I am.
Paralyze the fall! White demon! Paralyzing fall! White demon! Paralyzing fall! White demon! Paralyzing fall! White demon! Freak paralyzing fall! White demon! 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 Paralyzing fall! White demon!
You refuse to see it, don't you? You must know who Death's Hand is by now, but what he is defies you, defies your skill. He is more than Sun Qin ever was. Sun Hai linked him to the stolen power of the Water Dragon, and bound him to my armor to taunt me, an unrelenting, unbeatable force that wore the face of my betrayal.
Do you pretend to have insight into my character? Some great truth from beyond the pale that will reform me? I am no villain. There is no malice. I had no choice. My brother had no restraint. A world under... You claim intimate knowledge of me. I should have suspected that a journey through death would reveal many secrets, but your understanding is flawed. I am not here out of revenge. Sorrow at their deaths did not bring me here, but rather anger at my brother for destroying my possessions in so petty a manner. In the end, it changes nothing. I intend to make the Empire a better place. As a god, it will be a simple matter. Arise, Death's Hand! You are bound to this power, and you will not stop until this fool is dead. You have learned much about your heritage as a spirit monk, but do you intend to rescue Death's Hand? Perhaps... Will you? Even if you could, I believe you would find it difficult to release so... Come then. Pitch your... Enough! You have cut the strings to my puppet, but you will know defeat. Take this corpse. See if you can throw away such a useful...
Please, let me rest. I believed the words of my brother, thinking him wise beyond my understanding. Had I known what would happen, I would... I do not claim redemption, but the son... Your master is diminished with my loss. Thank you, Spirit.
We are victorious, but how long will this peace last?
The day already drags like an overloaded ox. Our enemies should be more efficient.
I do not shy from meaningful combat, but eliminating your boredom is not a worthwhile cause to fight for.
If there's no wine, there should be fighting. That's the way of things for a warrior.
We should not take much longer to lick our wounds, even if the victory was ours. No doubt the enemy awaits us.
Kukawuk takti yir. Wapanir nisa irpan.
A good idea. It will allow for some... I will ferry whom I can for an initial assault. Give me a few moments.
We are a long way. Your master is a form. I will help you carry that weight, but I'm not sure how much. I will stand by you. Once. And many of those who have fallen deserve to do so, but there will come a time when all the...
So many changes. The Jade Empire is not the place What Master Li has done is unforgivable. I know, and perhaps the greatest and hardest. I do not envy you.
Hello, I suppose. Just make sure you are done talking to everyone. I lost the... Oh, we'll have to see it.
Well, here we are. I'd hoped I wouldn't have to use this entrance again. I doubt this visit will be any less violent than the last.
Ha! You thought that the last visit was easy. This should be...
Yeah, I'm staying here. For safety.
A startling revelation from Kang.
I expect there will already be enough chaos to go around without your talents.
Wawir wakir fonir wa kupsistir son ukut. Oyakuktir. Oki.
Trust her voice. We need a path through Master Li.
Trust what you see. Voices...
Whatever we are doing...
This is...
My body is healed.
You have come. Destiny set this moment in motion, but from here, your choices are your own to make. Your master awaits you, but he is not yet aware. You have time to alter things to your favor. Learn what has come before, and you will understand what must...
Spirits know many things, but how to follow her and take someone with you. But whoever you leave behind should take another route. That way they don't get behind you and we'll all get...
You don't know the palace. You will wander...
I always wander aimlessly, and I always find my way. Besides, we've been here before.
Fighting in the heart of the palace. I never thought I would visit, and now I...
It is not a task I want.
The tombs of the greatest emperors. Here, it was gutted to allow the flow, to guide the water that pours from a crime against the heavens and the order of all things.
To show such disrespect, where would they take the Empire from here?
What hope is there for the future when the past is cast so roughly aside? The living are the victims. If this is how the past is treated, what can you expect for the future? Nothing done will matter because it will all be swept aside. Everything is someone or something's past. This is why mortals cannot wield the power of the gods. They cannot see the complexity of the world. Emperor Sun would not accept that his empire had to fade so that something new would bloom. He declared war as if the drought was an advancing army. I became the answer to everything. Press further. You must see...
Is this even possible? I have never seen such a sight. I never imagined.
Behold, words would not have sufficed. Fight them!
Don't save
This is what your Master Li allowed. For 20 years, my body has bled, separate from the spirit, feeding the Empire and the Emperor. It is an agony that you cannot fathom. To have fallen...
No! Forgive us, great dragon. Our mortal kin are ignorant, foolish, unkind. These...
I have never seen such a crime against the proper order of things.
Every freedom I cherish is violated by this.
You small creatures. You heard the sounds of battle, but are you truly prepared? Your Master Li must be stopped. The reign of Emperor Sun saw my abuse, but it was never his intent to let Brother Hai rule. Had his plan initially succeeded...
I feel as though this could absolve my father of blame.
I help myself by showing you what has been done in the name of power.
She wants you to be disgusted by Master Li.
You are a spirit monk. Charged. I cannot be healed. My body has been cut open. My heart removed. Rebirth can only come when my essence is free. To defeat your master... Your master abuses the amulet he took from you. His brother did not have that luxury, so he... Your master does not have to be so cautious. He partakes of energy that mortals were never meant to hold. He laps at it greedily, expecting your return. You must destroy the source of that power. You must destroy my body. When he falls, all that is mine will then rejoin my spirit. Rebirth.
There is no other decision to make. This desecration, we must undo it.
A good step toward rectifying this desecration.
There was no other reasonable response to such an abomination.
Then let it be so. Take hold of a blade, Spirit Monk, and let it strike true. Destroy the machine that maintains this abomination. The great wheel must turn.
Our trial is not over. Your former master will be in the throne room, waiting.
I will live to be as old as the Empire itself, and I will never be able to remove that sight from my mind.
I will treasure this moment for as long as I live. To have a hand in such a creature's death.
This was nearly overwhelming. My...
Son sikun wan pifir pi kut aku kawuk ti yir.
Yes, your master. He made this possible. I don't know how much help I will be against him.
We have to try.
We will try. There is nothing else we can do.
Uksa ir futpir ya.
There are others here who may...
If safety...
Ah, there you are. I knew you would come, and I'm very good at waiting. You are very different from the student I once taught. Death changed you, I imagine. I apologize for that indignity, but it was necessary. It was also meant to be the end of you, but you surprised me again. I should have studied your people before wiping them out. Even so, I did my best. I made you strong enough to achieve your destiny, but with a weakness I could exploit. I thought I anticipated everything, but you proved me wrong.
Does it?
I killed hundreds of your kind, thousands, just for the chance to become a god. I can't let you live, now that I am one. I will undo the damage of his ignorance, force the dead to their rest, and keep the waters flowing. My empire will be ordered, obedient, and you are all that stands between me and the new peace. My brother summoned underlings to...
Don't underestimate him. Your master is just toying with...
An impressive display. Your star shines bright, but it is still trapped within a mortal body. Perhaps a more direct application of my power will show you what you are up against. And just how restrictive your shell truly is. Yes, this will amuse me. Worse than actually dying. Seeing death come and being unable to stop it. Physical barriers are no match for those we place in our own minds. My power has encased you in doubt. Help. You and your followers are playthings. The rest are held just as you are. You are each too weak to match my power.
Yeah.
Paralyzing fall. White demon. Paralyzing fall. White demon.
Amusing but pointless. More fools leap to your defense, but no matter.
I am with you. We haven't come this far to fail now.
We cannot let this stand, not when so much is at stake.
I stand with you. We will not fall just yet.
Paralyzing fall. You will. White demon. Paralyzing fall. White demon.
Your efforts are meaningless. Do you think to counter my influence by yourself?
I have moved with you, hidden, trying to keep focus. I give you all that I am, all that I was. Restore...
Once again, I misunderstand. The raw energy, you are far too resistant to it. The loyalty you inspire is also tiresome, but I respect it. You have truly become a spirit monk. In another time, I am not satisfied with helping others surpass me. I see now that the Water Dragon's power is the prize, not the means to victory. No matter what I expend, it is the celestial bureaucracy attempting to restore balance. We must bring the fight back down to... No great waves of energy, no demons from the walls. I expect you have corrected the flaw in your style. No matter. Beyond the basics, I also taught you focus.
White demon. Paralyzing claw. 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 White demon.
You surprise me yet again. I'm a better teacher than I thought.
was exciting. Are you certain we are not needed elsewhere? No? No? Oh, I see. Well, I suppose there's nothing left to do but to go home.
Eternally misstepping hoe. Where have you been? Do you have any idea how long I have waited for you to come back from your errand? I'll only be gone for a minute. That's what you said. Now I find you've been gallivanting across the Empire with some band of misfits and women. It's like my sister said about you. That man is gonna run off on you, she said. He'll be unfaithful at the drop of a bun. And you know how often he does that? You left me with how many orders? Too many.
Yes, dear.
And only your worthless cousin to help. The man doesn't know a bun from a road apple. A hard lesson, but I taught him. Remember the 6 batches of buns we had to throw away? They tasted the same, but no one wanted your twisted creations. Bendy buns make people uncomfortable.
Yes, dear.
I should know. I have to hear the comments while you're off doing who knows what at the ends of the Empire. Just who are those people I saw you with? A bunch of fighters, drunks, slumming nobles, and charlatan mystics. Oh, you always find the worst sort of rabble to bring home. Why do you keep running around like this? You're not the lord of the arena anymore. You are hoe, bunmaster, and husband. Is that not enough?
Yes, dear.
I should have known you wouldn't be happy with a simple life. But you know you would be dead if you kept up your old ways. I saved you, and this is the thanks I get. Those friends of yours weren't going to save you. They were more concerned about glory in battle. Oh, sure, they went on to rule whole kingdoms, but are they happy?
Yes, dear.
Just like my sister always said, give a man an inch and he'll be gone for months. I should talk to her more. In fact, she'll be staying with us for the season. And my mother. Oh, that'll straighten you out. If there's one man in the Empire that needs it, it's you.
Yes, hi, hello. I'm Dawn Star, and I play the childhood friend.
Hi, I'm Sagacious Zoo, and I play the part of the conflicted anti-hero.
I saw Jade Empire as a chance to branch out into more legitimate acting. I get a lot of comments about what I used to do on stage, but you do what you have to when you're starting out.
We all got along well enough. I had no trouble with anyone. We're not friends, mind you. I mean, it was just business. You have to be a professional no matter how much Sky bugs you. Did I just say that? What was the most difficult? Reloads. Piecing those golems back together isn't easy. To say nothing of getting the blood out of your robes. We had a disappearing dye that helped, but it just doesn't hit the wall right, you know?
Well, the writers at BioWare didn't know my early work, which is odd since I thought you could find anything on that interweb thing.
Sometimes the competition got on my nerves, you know? I mean, here I am, clearly a badass loner with a dangerous past. And what happens? I'll tell you. Someone discovers drunken style and spends the rest of the game with that chucklehead hoe throwing booze at his head.
I auditioned with some dramatic...
R4 lights!
My favorite player model? Radiant Gen Z. She just looks interesting, you know? Plucky. Of course, some smartass would ruin it by changing her name during testing. I guess...
It was a nice change from my old job. I used to have solid bits that really packed the crowds in, but I was overexposed. I got tired of the late nights, the second bananas. I lost count of the straight men I burned out.
I'm classically trained, you know, not just in the martial arts. Yeah, I got a few projects lined up. Art house stuff, so I don't get typecast in the Loner Enforcer role. But, check me out in Loner Enforcer 9, The Bloodening. The best of the series. I don't want to leave my fans behind.
I didn't want to end up like my uncle Maximilian Shecky Star. He could really work the shtick, but no one wants to see a vaudeville review these days, even if it is the oldest profession in theater. I said I did vaudeville, right?
I see Jade Empire really as an extension of my previous film work. Dangerous Loner 2, Alone and Dangerous, Water's Edge, The Beach Razor Nightmare. I mean, come on, that was a classic coming-of-age story. Oh, and Cats. You know, near the end of the run when it was more real. I was set to be a bad guy in a kid's movie about a dog that rides a champion racehorse. Air Biscuit, I think it was. But the guy that plays Zong the Ox Carrier told me Bioware was auditioning. Well, I decided to take the pay cut to broaden my horizons.
I recall your earliest lessons. You fell from 1,000 feet during the Walk of Death, which alone was odd enough at your age, but you made short work of the Walk of Maiming and the Walk of Intense Discomfort, and tore your head clean off. I comforted you, well, your head, saying that you could just walk it off because, you know, the cut was clean, and then you would punch a mountain in space.